Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rosano, and you are listening to another episode of the world famous University Love, the best podcast in 1, 2, 3 galaxies. But, ladies and gentlemen, you and I, we just call this show Online Marketing Moves. And we are coming to you live today. Today is Thursday, July the 25th, 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, come on in. How are you doing today? Ladies and gentlemen, we are recording. I believe this is the video. I could be mistaken, but this is the video. Ladies and gentlemen, as I told you yesterday, we invested. You never spend money, ladies and gents. You always invest money. We invested the money into upgrading our Riverside studio game because, as I told you before, Spotify. I'm gonna have to look this up. They might, wink, wink. They might have a little deal with Riverside Studio. They might even own Riverside Studio. Who knows? But they cut out all the free stuff, cut out all the free equipment. So now you have to, either record from somewhere. So I said, you know what? We're gonna give this Riverside a shot. We are going to give them a chance, and here we are recording, ladies and gentlemen. And I believe this is a video. I am looking into the screen. I am talking to you. I keep waving my hands. This is why I don't do a lot of videos, because I like to wave my hands a lot. I like to do a lot of movement. As you see, I was about to start talking as I normally do, but I said people probably want to see my face. Hold on, let me. Whew. People might want to see my face. They might not. We're recording this. It is early in the morning, very early. We are here, as you see. We are in the studio, the big time studio, the $250,000 studio. Okay, ladies and gents. But today we have a very exciting episode for you today, ladies and gents. Today we are going to talk about your ideal customer. Who do you want for a customer? Now, the reason why I bring this up is because you're not going to get everybody. You don't want everybody as a customer anyway, okay? A lot of people are complainers, they're whiners, they want discounts, they want deals. So if you want to really focus and hone in, you need to know who do you want for a customer, okay? You want the best kind of customer. You want a customer who's going to whip out the old boom, your card, okay? You want somebody that's going to pay, buy your products, support your products, read your products, go through your products. The reason why you want that is because you don't want, listen, I'm going to use I love using my brother as an example. My brother wants, I might have mentioned this before. My brother wants, he used to watch these infomercials. I used to work from 3 to 11. My brother, I would come home, he'd be watching an infomercial, okay? He'd be watching one of those, the real estate guy, Carlton Sheets. He loved that guy. He watched Carlton Sheets be in a big old limo and talk about he doing all these housing deals, And my brother, he said, man, that's what we need right there, man. That's what we need. And I'm like, yeah, that would be cool, but you gotta, what you gonna do with it, And so my brother, he plumped down I think it was like $500, $600, something like that. He got all these tapes. This was in the early 2000s. Still, you didn't really need a computer back then. You could get away with, life was not, all on a computer and whatnot, So my brother, he went, he bought it. They sent him a bunch of DVDs and all that good stuff, And so my brother, he went, he listened to a couple tapes. He really ain't do nothing with it. You would ask him, if you ask him now today, you know what he would say? Man, I got ripped off, man. Scam. He would say it's a scam because he invested the $500. He did nothing with it. And now he's gonna say he's going to tell you it's a scam. And so this is what happens when the people, they are your customer and you are selling, let's say you are selling information and they buy the information from you and, they say, hey, I want to learn how to sell paper cups, plastic cups. I want to learn how to sell red plastic cups. And you say, all right, buy my course. Give me $19 to buy the course. They buy the course. They don't even they do nothing with selling red cups. What are they gonna say? Don't buy from this guy. This guy is a scam. Hey, listen. You buy the product, you know what you're getting yourself into. You invest the money, you do nothing with it, which a lot of people do. But you want to be the reason why you want people to, buy the stuff that you use, the stuff that you sell them, is because so that way they use it, they lose weight, they get more information, they use the information that you provided them, and so they become and they're like, I learned so much from John. John showed me the way. Oh my God. John. John is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Okay. So you a Johnny boy or Johnny girl or Johnny they them, whatever you want to. Okay. They buy from you, they use the product, they tell everybody. I got to tell everybody about Johnny. Johnny is the greatest. Johnny is the greatest thing in the galaxy. Johnny is right up there underneath Jesus. Okay, they're gonna tell everybody, and what do people say? As I told you before, there are not many people who, now everybody will tell you, "Oh, I knew the iPhone was gonna work," but before that, there's always not many people are early adopters. Most people, when do they join the program? Always, it's already, they're famous. Famous people hang out with famous people. I remember I heard a story about Jamie Foxx said he was across the street waving at Denzel, and Denzel was like, "Hey, whatever." And he told Denzel that story, and he was like, "I don't remember that." And now he's famous. He's like, "Hey, come on, man, let's hang out." It's just the way it is, and people do not adopt early. Most people are not early adopters. It's just the way it is. It's just human nature, and that's okay. But you want people to use your product because they will use it, they will get confidence, they will get successful in however they use the product, whether it be clothes, the weight loss, you're selling them information, whatever. They use the stuff, they tell the next person, they tell the next person, they tell the next person, they tell the next person. What are they doing? You're getting free promotion. They are putting your name out there. They're like, hey, don't go to that guy, go to this guy. I use this guy and he worked. Okay. And so you want that kind of customer. Now, we both know it's not always going to happen 100% that way. There are going to be some people that buy your product, never use your product, and it's just going to happen. But you want quite a few people to engage in the product so that way they can come back and have money to buy more products. You want people to keep buying from you. You don't want the one hitter quitter. Okay, you do not want the one night stand. You want somebody to come back again and again and again and again and again and again. This is why, listen, any man will tell you, okay, any man the first time that they want to have relations with a lady, they will try their hardest. They will put in the maximum effort. Why do they put the maximum effort in the first time around? Because they want you to come back for some more action. Okay? You do not, a lot of times you do not get a second chance, whether it be in the bed, with the customer, anything. And first impressions at a job, anything. A lot of times, the first time, sometimes there's no time after that. I remember once I worked with a young lady. She said, You know, she would get with a guy, be with the guy that night. If it was to her liking, she might make them breakfast in the morning. If it was not to their like, if it was not to her liking, it was no spending the night. It was get out. Hey, what are you doing right now? I got things to do. I got to wake up early in the morning. Goodbye. Good riddance. Okay. And so you want to make the best first impression. But who do you want to be for a customer? Now, that's very important because, as I told you before, don't try to throw the net on everybody. Everybody's not going to be a customer. Everybody's not for you, and that's okay. What you want is an ideal customer. You want to write it down. You want to write down who, what, where, why do you want them for a customer? A lot of times, a lot of people, you want people who are going. Well, first off, you want people that have money. Okay, you want people that are going to buy. You do not want listen. You do not want the person who's always going to be looking for a deal. Okay, you don't want that person. If you have something that's like something for sale for like $10, okay, you can always. But you want people who are not. You want people who are going to stick around. Okay, that's what you want. But you just want to write down who, what, where. What do they look like? What do they do? Like you want to really dig deep because you want to be able to craft your message. You want to be able to have the right message for the right people. You do not want, you're not gonna if your ideal customer is nurses. Nurses are different than, let's say, people who work. Nurses are different than people that work from home. So it might be just that kind of difference. You don't want to say I'm selling a supplement for men. You're not going to go to a bunch of women and say, hey, do you want to get, I'm going to put this supplement ad in a woman's magazine. It might not work. A lot of men probably don't read, they might not read the woman's magazine. Well, 2024, who knows? But most of the time, you want to put an ad for a supplement for men. You want to put that you can put that in any kind of magazine that men are going to read. Sports, nutrition, fitness, GQ, you could put that in any kind of magazine. And I would say sometimes, like, let's say you are talking about supplements we're going to stay on the topic of dating and all that. Well, let's say you have a product and it's a supplement for sex. Okay. You would tell yourself, I'm going to put this in a fitness magazine. But sometimes you have to think, you say, sex, and you say, man, maybe I can put this in GQ because there are going to be a lot of eyeballs reading GQ. People want to get dressed, they want to try to look nice, they have some business about themselves, or any kind of magazine like that, any kind of upscale, where men are reading it. You might want to put your sex supplement in those magazines and not the fitness magazine, because people who read fitness magazines are like, I'm already in shape. I don't need no supplement. No sex supplement anyway. So, you want to think about things like that. So you want to find your ideal customer. You find your ideal customer, it makes life a lot easier for you. I remember when my wife, we had the store, the culinary store, and the ideal customer was people who had children. So that way you could say, hey, you can bring your kid, they can learn some culinary techniques. You could come and learn some culinary techniques. It's cool if you see somebody that's single, but a lot of times they don't want to come to a place that is perceived as, for children, but it's like, hey, we do adult events, and so you would tell the parents. My wife was always good with telling the parents, hey, this is just not for kids. You can come. You know, you can leave your kid at home one night. We have an adult night. You can bring yourself, bring a friend, blah 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 blah. And things of that nature. And so, who do you see all the time? You see people that have children, people that are bringing kids to the place. So that's who my wife was always talking to. She wasn't going out looking for people who are 21 years old, single, living in downtown Atlanta. No, she was looking for the people living in the suburbs of the Sandy Springs area, looking for people that had children. That was the idea. Target. Okay, and so the better off you are finding the target, looking for the target. It's like I thought about this the other day. I thought about trying to create a product for people who are in the blue collar industry, the industry that I was, truck driving, working in the warehouse. Because a lot of times, just creating a product about how you could move on from that, do different things. You don't get stuck, because a lot of times people feel like when you're in a blue collar job, you feel like this is it. What else am I gonna do? What else can I do? I didn't go to college. A lot of times, if you work in those industries, you didn't go to college. You might have a trade, a skill, or something like that, and you're like, this is all I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. What can I do different? Where can I go? What can I do? And so a lot of times you might not have the confidence. And so I thought about creating a product for those kind of people, those kind of people. But I thought about creating a product for that. Still got to look into it. Still got to figure it out, But that would be my ideal customer. People that work in the warehouse, the truck drivers, the longshoremen, people that you go to work, you work hard, and you get to a certain age and you're just like, this sucks. This is annoying. I'm sick of this. What else can I do? And you can always bolster your online education, but that's more the customer you're looking for. So I would have to do a website and all that stuff. But I'm just giving you some. I'm just giving you some thoughts behind all that. All right. And so, but before we go, ladies and gentlemen, since we are doing a video, you can always email the show, Tony@TonyRizzano.com. That's Tony@TonyRizzano.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got very very small YouTube channel. We need this YouTube channel to be bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. We need the podcast to be bigger and bigger and bigger. So listen and subscribe to the podcast. Go to the YouTube channel. Do all that good stuff. Help us out. Okay, help us out. And so, ladies and gents, that is it. We'll be back tomorrow with the all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. But until then, my name is Tony Rizzano. Thank you for listening. God bless. And as always, everybody, peace.